In this video, we will learn about Laravel 11 CRUD operations, create, read, update, and delete, with functionalities such as migration, tinker, seeders, validation, and pagination, including a search filter. Please watch until the end and try it out practically. Before we start, we'll set up a new Laravel project with Bootstrap UI. We choose Bootstrap authentication over Laravel Breeze or Jetstream because it is easily customized and familiar. First, start the XAMPP Apache and MySQL servers. Then, open the command line prompt. Go to your XAMPP installation directory, usually found in the docs folder, and remove the folder path in the address bar, type cmd, and press enter. Before setting up the new Laravel project, ensure that Composer and npm are installed on your system. Once confirmed, run the command Composer global require Laravel installer. This process may take a few minutes, so please wait until it finishes. After finishing the command, run Laravel new CRUD operation, where CRUD operation is the project name. You can use any other name you prefer. This command may take a few minutes to complete. After that, it will ask you, would you like to install a starter kit? Since we don't want any starter kit, just press enter. After that, it will ask you, which testing framework do you prefer? Type phpunit and press enter. Then, it will take a few minutes. After finishing the command, it will ask you, which database will your application use? Here, we will use MySQL. Type MySQL and press enter. Then it will ask you, would you like to run the default database migrations? The default option is yes, so simply press enter. This process may take a few minutes to complete. The new Laravel project is ready. Close the command line prompt, then go to your Laravel project root directory and remove the folder path. Type cmd and press enter to open a new command line prompt. Next, we need to install the Bootstrap UI packages. Run the command Composer require Laravel UI and press enter. It may take a few minutes to complete the installation. After finishing the command, run PHP Artisan UI Bootstrap Auth. It will take a few minutes to complete. After finishing the command, run npm install. It will take a few minutes to complete. After finishing the npm command, run npm run dev. It will take a few minutes to complete. After that, run command npm run build. It will take a few minutes to complete. After completing the npm command, go to the project root directory. You will see a new directory called node_modules, which contains CSS and JS files. Next, go to the resources SAS directory, where you will find the app.scss file that includes phones, variables, and Bootstrap. In the root directory, you will also find the white configuration file that loads app.scss and app.js. Next, navigate to Resources Views Layouts and open the app.blade.php layout file. Here, you will see that app.scss and app.js are automatically loaded. Now, go to Resources Views and open the welcome.blade.php file. In this file, you will find references to app.scss and app.js from the Resources SAS directory. Save all the files, then go to the command line prompt and run the command php artisan serve to start local development. You see the login and registration UI ready with Bootstrap. Now, we can start working on CRUD operations. Go to Chrome browser, click on the Register button, and fill in the dummy information such as name, Tara, email, tara@gmail.com, password, 12345678, and confirm password, 12345678. Once you have filled in the information, submit the registration form and it will redirect to the dashboard page where you will see only the dashboard and the logout option displayed. So, To manage products, we need to add a product menu to the navigation bar. Go to the Resources Views Layouts directory and open the app.blade.php file. Add the product menu there and save changes, then refresh the page in your Chrome browser and you see the product menu added. If we click on this, product menu will redirect you to the product form web page. To do this, we need to create a route, so go to the project root directory, locate the routes directory, and open the web.php file. In this file, write the route to display the product form using the product controller class and the create function name followed by the create route name. After that, include the namespace for the product controller at the top of the code. Currently, the home controller is also included, so you'll need to remove its directory path and namespace from the top of the code and save these changes, so the route for displaying the product form is ready. Now, add this product creation route to the navigation bar under the product menu and save your changes. For the CRUD operation, we will use product management as an example. First, open the command line prompt and press Ctrl+C to exit the server command. First, we create a product controller. To do this, run the command php make controller and press enter. It will ask you with what should the controller be named. Type product controller and press enter. Then, it will ask you to specify the controller type. Since we will be performing CRUD operations, type resource and press enter. After that, it will ask for what should the controller be named. Again, type product and press enter. Now, both the product controller and the product model have been created. To view the product controller, go to the app HTTP controllers directory and open product controller. Here, you will see that the product model is autoloaded, which is located in the app models directory. The route, product controller, and product model are ready. Now we need to create an add product form view. So, go to the command line and press Ctrl+C to exit the serve command. Next, run the command php make view. After that, it will ask you what should the view be named. Enter the view name as create_product and press enter. The view will be created in the Resources Views directory. Now, add it to the product controller's create function by returning the view create_product and save the changes. Then, return to the command line and start the local development server by running the command php serve. Then open your Chrome browser and refresh the product page. You will see a blank page because we haven't added the front-end code for the add product form yet. Go back to the create_product view and start writing the code to display the add product form. Let's write the front-end code for the add product form. First, we include the layout using the @extends layouts.app directive. Next, we start the section with the @section content directive and end it with the @end section directive. We'll write the Bootstrap code for the product form between these directives. We will create a Bootstrap container div that uses a card component. The card header will be labeled @product, and in the card body, we will create a form that includes the input fields such as product name, product description, product price, product stock quantity, and product image. Finally, we will add a submit button labeled add product. After saving this create_product.blade.php blade view, we can refresh the product page in Chrome to see our add product form displayed. When the form is submitted, it will redirect to the store function in product controller, where we will validate the form fields and save the information to the database. To do this, we must first create a route for posting the add product form details. Go to the project's root directory, open the routes directory and then edit the web.php file. We will add a route to post the product form details and save the file. After that, we will specify this route in the form's action attribute. Lastly, we will write the code to validate the fields of the add product form. Now we define the validation rules for the add product form using the $validated_rules array, which adds a validation rule for the product name as required, string, and maximum 255 characters. 2. Add a rule for the product description as required, nullable, and string. 3. Add a rule for the product price as required, numeric, and minimum price is 10. 4. Add a rule for the product stock quantity as required, nullable, integer, and minimum quantity is 5. 5. Add a rule for the product image as required, nullable, must be an image. MIME's types are JPEG, PNG, JPG, and GIF, and the maximum image size is 2048 kilobytes. Next, we define the validation error messages in the $validated_rules array for the product name, required, please enter the product name, string, the product name must be a string, and max, the product name cannot exceed 255 characters. Then for the product description as required, please enter the product description, nullable, please enter the product description, and string, the product description must be a string. Then for the product price as required, the price is required, numeric, the price must be a numeric value, and min, the price must be greater than 10 rupees. Then for the product stock quantity as required, the stock quantity is required, integer, the stock quantity must be a numeric value, and min, the stock quantity must be greater than 5, and for the product image, required, please select a product image, the file must be an image. MIMEs only. JPEG, PNG, JPG, and GIF formats are allowed for images. After this, we define the $validated data array to validate the rules and error messages using the requestValidate function, passing in the parameters $validated_rules and $validated_rules. After that, redirect back to the product form with a success message. Save all changes. Now we write code to display the validation errors on add product form. Now we write code to display validation errors for fields such as product name, product description, product price, product stock quantity, and product image by using validation error functions and save changes. After that, go to Chrome, refresh the product page, and click on the Add Product, Submit button. You see the validation errors displayed. Next, we write code to insert the product details into the database. Before writing code to store product details in the database, we need to create a product database table. To create a new table, we first need to create a migration for create_product_table. Go to the command line prompt. If you are currently running a server command, press Ctrl+C to exit. Then, run the command phpartisan make a migration and press enter. Then it will ask you to enter the migration name. Type create_product_table and press enter. So the create_product_table migration file is created, which is located in the database migrations directory at the root of your project. Open the create_product_table migration file. In this file, you'll find the migration code for the product table, which includes fields for the ID and timestamps. Now, we add new fields such as product name, string, product description, text, product price, decimal, product stock quantity, integer, and product image, string. After adding these fields, save the file. Then, go to the command line prompt and run the command phpartisan migrate. This command will migrate the product table into the database. Then, open phpMyAdmin and refresh the database. You now see the product table with the fields such as name, description, price, stock_quantity, product_image, created_at, and updated_at. After that, we start writing code to insert product details into the product. To insert product details into the product table, go to the project root directory, app models, and open the product model file. Then add namespace, use illuminate /database /eloquent /factories /hasFactory, and use hasFactory. Then define the database table name with $table is equal to product, and create a $fillable array in the product model that lists the product table columns, name, description, price, stock_quantity, and product_image. After saving the product model file, go to app HTTP controllers and open the product controller. In this file, include the necessary namespaces with use app /models /product, use illuminate /support /facades /storage for storing product images, and use illuminate /support /str for generating random unique strings. Next, you need to create a directory to store product images. Manually create an uploads directory in the project root. In the product controller, locate the store function where you will validate the posted product details. Write code to store the image in the uploads directory using the requests file move function, specifying the target directory path and file name. Generate the file name using a unique random string, a timestamp, and the image's original extension. Add the validated product_image field to the $validated data array. Now, insert the product data into the product table using the product model by creating a function that accepts $validated data as a parameter. Then redirect to the product form page with a success message. To display this success message, go to the create_product blade template, define a session with the success keyword, and save all changes. Now, open your browser and refresh the add product form page. Enter the product details, such as a dummy product name, product 1, a description, product 1 description, a price of 50, and a stock quantity of 20. Then, select the product image. After filling in all the information, submit the product form. You see a message indicating that the product details were successfully added. Finally, open admin to confirm that the dummy product details have been inserted into the product table. Check the Uploads folder to verify that the product images have been uploaded. The functionality to add new products is complete. Now display a list of all products with pagination and a search filter. To display a product list with pagination, we need at least 100 dummy product records. To create these dummy records, we'll implement a factory and a seeder, and we'll use Tinker. First, exit the serve command by going to the command line prompt and pressing Ctrl+C. Next, create a factory for the product model by running the following command: php artisan make factory product factory model is equal to product. After executing this command, the product factory will be created in the database factories directory. Open the product factory file and add the product model namespace as use app /models /product. Then, add the Facker namespace to create fake dummy data by using use Facker /factory as Facker. Next, define the protected variable $model as $model is equal to product class. Create an instance of Facker with $Facker is equal to Facker, create, and return the product columns with dummy data such as random product name, random product description, random price between 10 and 100, random stock quantity between 2000 and 100, and for the product image, copy the previously added dummy product image and paste it here. Save the product factory file. Next, use Product Factory in your seeder to generate multiple product records. To create the seeder, open the command line and run the command php artisan make a seeder product seeder. After executing this command, the product seeder will be created and located in the database /seeders directory. Open the product seeder file and add the product model namespace with the line use app /models/product. In this file, you'll notice that the trait seeds /without model events is used to prevent model events from being triggered during seeding. For example, if the product model has events that send a creation email when a new product is added, you wouldn't want those emails to be sent during database seeding. That's where the seeds /without model events trait is used. Next, add use without model events within the product seeder class. In the grunt function, include the following code: product factory -count 100 -create. This line utilizes the product factory to create 100 dummy product records. After saving this file, go to the command line and run the seeder with the command php artisan db seed class is equal to product seeder. It will take few minutes after completing product seeder to verify that the products were created successfully. Use tinker by running the command php artisan tinker. After executing this command, load the product model and use the ball function to display a list of the 100 products along with their respective details, including dummy images. Then, go phpMyAdmin to confirm the presence of 100 dummy records. We can now proceed to write code to display the list of products with pagination and a search filter. Before displaying the product list, it's important to note that if a user logs out and then clicks on the Product menu, they can still access it. To prevent this, go to the Product controller and add the authentication middleware in the constructor function, then save the file. Now, open your Chrome browser and click on the Product menu. You find that access is restricted without logging in. Now, to display the product list, we need to set up a route. Go to the routes directory in the project root and open the web.php file. Add a route to display the product list using product_list as the URL, linking it to the index function in product controller. You can name this route anything you want, but for this example, we'll use product.index. Save the web.php file afterward. Next, go to the resources/views/layouts directory and open the app.blade.php file. Replace the product list route. Now, we write the code to display the product list in the index function. Now we create a view for the product list. To do this, open the command line prompt and press Ctrl+C to exit from the server command. Then, run the command php artisan make view. After this, enter the view name as product_list and press enter. The product_list view will be created in the resources views directory. Next, go to the product controller index function and return product_list using the view helper. After that, fetch all product records using the product model class and the wall function, storing the results in the $products variable, and pass this $products variable to the product_list view using the compact function, and save all changes. Now, we write the code in the product_list view to display all product records. In the product list view, first include the app layout using the @extends directive. Next, initiate the content section with @section, content, and @end section. Within this section, we will write the code to display the product list. First, create a div with the classes container, row justify content center, and column MD12. Then, add another div with the class card. Next, include the card header with the classes bg primary, text white, deflex, justify content between, and align item center. In this header, add the title, Manage Product, along with a button labeled Add New Product that redirects to the product form. After that, start the card body with a black background. We then start and end the table tag. Proceed to add the table heading with the classes bgPrimary and TextWhite. Now, within the table row, create TD tags for the headings such as Product ID, Product Name, Product Description, Product Price, Product Stock, Product Image, and Action. Next, start the table body, checking if the $products variable is set. If it is, use a for each loop to dynamically display the product records in each table row, including the product ID, product name, product description, product price, and product stock. For the product image, you'll first need to create a route to access the product image path via the app URL. Go to the project root directory, navigate to the routes directory, and open the web.php file. Write a route to access images from the uploads directory, then save the web.php file. Next, return to the product list blade view and check if the image exists in the directory. If it does, add the asset for the database product image. If not, set a default image from the uploads directory. Also, include edit and delete buttons in the action header. Once all changes are saved, open Chrome, log in with your email and password, and click on the product menu. You see the product list displayed with 100 records. To implement pagination, go to the product controller index function. Replace the all function with the paginate function, specifying 10 records per page. After saving the changes in the product controller, go to the product list blade view and add a pagination line with Bootstrap. Save the file, go to Chrome and then refresh the product page. You see the pagination implemented successfully. Clicking on it will work as intended. Next, return to the product list blade view to add the front-end code for the search input box and the search button. Start by creating a div with padding top and padding bottom classes. Then, open a form using the get method and set the action to the same page route. Add a div with the classes deflex, justify content and align item center. Inside this div, create a form group that contains an input field named search, pre-filled with the requested search keyword. Then, include a search button to submit the form. After saving these changes, refresh the product list page in Chrome, and you see the search box with the search button displayed. Now we will implement functionality to search for product details. Go to the product controller index function and pass the request parameter to the function. Next, declare a variable called $search to store the submitted input search keyword. Then, to filter the product data by product name and product description, we need to write a MySQL query. First, check if the $search variable contains any data. Then, write a query to determine if the submitted search keyword matches either the product name or the product description, and return the results with pagination, appending the search query to the pagination links. Then, return the view with the products and the search query. After saving these changes, open Chrome, search for any product name, and click the search button to see if the search filter functionality is working. To reset the filter, add a reset button in the product list blade view, and then save this view. Go to the product list page, refresh it, and click the reset filter button to clear the filter. Now, we can start writing the code to edit and delete products. Now, to edit product details, first, need to create an edit route. So to do this, go to the root directory of your project. Then go to the routes directory and open the web.php file. Here, we write a route to display the edit product details form by passing the $encrypted ID as the product ID in the URL. Use the product controller along with the edit function and name the route product.edit. After making these changes, save the web.php file. Next, go to the root directory of your project, navigate to the resources views directory, and open the product_list.blade.php view file. Add the edit route in the action for the edit button by passing the encrypted product ID, then save the create_product.blade.php file. Now, open the product controller and add use illuminate /support/facades/crypt facade for encryption and decryption functionality and save product controller. Now, if click on the edit button, it will redirect to the edit function of the product controller. So, pass the $encrypted ID as a parameter in the edit function. Now decrypt $encrypted ID by using crypt facade and store it in the $ID variable. Next, retrieve the product details by using the product model class and the find_a_fail function, passing the $ID variable. Save the retrieved product details into the $product variable. After that, pass the $product variable to the create_product view, where we will display the edited product details. Now, to display and retrieve product details, go to the project root directory and open the create_product.blade view file located in the resources views directory. In this file, first, check if the $product variable is set. If it is, set the card header to update product. If not, use add product. Next, populate the product details such as setting the value of the product name input field with the $product name and insert the $product description into the value of the product description text area. Add the $product price to the value of the product price input field. Similarly, add the $product stock_quantity in the value of the product stock quantity input field. Now, for the product image, check if the product image is available. If yes, set the image path and verify if the product image exists in the uploads directory. If it does, display the product image. If not, show a default no image. After that, add a back button. Then, check again if the $product variable exists. If so, display the update product button, otherwise, display the add product button. Now, set the route to update product details. So, check if the $product variable is set. If it is, set $form_action as product.update. If not, set it to product.store. Then, include $form_action in the form's action attribute and save all changes. After that, go to web.php file to write router for update product details using patch method with product controller and update function and save web.php file. Now, open Chrome browser, click on the Product menu and then click the Edit button in the Actions column. You will see the product details displayed in the form for edit. Now, we write the code to update these product. To edit the product details, go to the Product Controller Update function. In this section, we will validate all the input fields for the product. First, define the $validated rules array, which includes the validation rules such as 1. Product name as required, string, and maximum length of 255 characters. 2. Product description as required, nullable, and string. 3. Product price as required, numeric, and minimum value of 10. 4. Product stock quantity as required, nullable, integer, and minimum value of 5. And for product image is optional. Because, if the product_image field is empty, we will retain the previously saved image. Next, we define the $validate dirhams array to specify validation error messages such as 1. For the product name, required, please enter the product name, string, the product name must be a string, and max, the product name cannot exceed 255 characters. 2. For the product description, required, please enter the product description, nullable, please enter the product description, and string, the product description must be a string. 3. For the product price, required, the price is required, numeric, the price must be a numeric value, and min, the price must be greater than 10 rupees. 4. For the product stock quantity, required, the stock quantity is required, integer, the stock quantity must be a numeric value, and min, the stock quantity must be greater than 5. After that, we will define the $validated data array to store the validated product details by using the request_validate function, passing in the parameters $validated rules and $validate dirhams. Once validation is complete, we need the product ID to update the product details. To do this, open the create_product.blade view file. Check if the $product variable is available. If it is, add a hidden input field for the product ID, with the input name set to ID and the value being the encrypted product ID. Also, set the form method to patch. Save the create_product.blade file and return to the product controller. In the update function, define the $ID variable to store the decrypted product ID. Next, create a $product variable to retrieve the product details using the product model class and the findAfail function, passing the $ID parameter. We will check if the $product data is valid. If it is valid, check if a new product image has been submitted. If a new image is provided, set the posted product image in the $validated data array. Otherwise, retain the previously saved product image. Then, update the product using the product model class and its update function, and redirect to the product list page with a success message. If the request is invalid, the system will redirect to the product list page with an error message. To display the success and error messages, go to the product_list.blade view and add the code to display a success message for successfully updating product details and code for displaying an error message if the submitted request is invalid. Save all changes, then open your Chrome browser, refresh the product list page, and click on the Edit button. Change the product name to Test Product and select a different image, then submit the edit form. After that, you should see that the edit functionality is working correctly. Now, we will move on to the delete functionality. Now, to delete product details, the first step is to create a delete form in the front-end code. To do this, go to the product list blade view and create a div with classes such as deflex, justify content between, and align items center to horizontally align the edit and delete buttons. Next, add the code for the edit button and create a form for deleting product details. Specify the delete route in the form's action as product.destroy, passing the encrypted product ID. Set the method as delete and include a submit button labeled delete. After that, remove the old code for the edit and delete buttons and save the changes in the product list blade view file. Now, we need to create the product.destroy route. Open the web.php file and add a route for the delete method that calls the destroy function in the product controller, naming the route product.destroy. Save all changes. When you click the delete button, it will redirect to the destroy function in the product controller and pass the $encrypted ID parameter. Inside the function, declare the $ID variable to store the decrypted product ID. retrieve the product details using the product model class and the find-a-fail function, passing the $ID parameter and storing the result in the $product variable. Next, check if $product is valid. If it is valid, confirm whether the product image is empty. If the product image is not empty, define the $ImagePath variable to store the product image path. Then, check if the product image exists in the specified directory. If it does, remove the product image from the uploads directory using the unlink function. After that, delete the product details using the delete function and redirect to the product list page with a success message. If $product is invalid, redirect to the product list page with an error message. Once you've saved all changes, open your Chrome browser, refresh the product list page, and click the delete button. After clicking the delete button, you see the product removed from the product list and a success message displayed. If you prefer not to delete products directly from the product table in the database, you can use enable-disable flags to manage the deletion of product details instead. We will now add sorting functionality for product ID, product price, and product stock quantity. To do this, go to the product list blade view file. Here, we create hyperlinks for the ID by using the product.index route and passing an array of elements, such as setting sort_order with $sort field is equal to ID and $sortorder is equal to ASC dot. If $sortorder is not set for the ID, it will default to ascending order. Similarly, we create a hyperlink for the product price by using the product.index route and passing an array of elements with sort_order set to $sort field is equal to price and $sortorder is equal to ASC dot. Again, if $sortorder is not set for the price, it will default to ascending order. We also create a hyperlink for product stock quantity in the same way, using the product.index route and passing sort_order with $sort field is equal to stock and $sortorder is equal to ASC dot. If $sortorder is not set for the stock, it will default to ascending order. After adding the sorting code to the front end, save the product list view file. Now, when you click on these sorting fields, it will redirect to the product controller index function. Here, we will define the $sort field, which will contain the incoming sort_ field from the GET request and will default to ID. Similarly, we will define the $sortorder variable, which will contain the incoming sort_order from the GET request and will default to ASC. Next, we will write an order by query using the $sort field and $sortorder parameters. Save all changes and then refresh the product list page in your Chrome browser. Now, if you click on ID, you see sorting by ascending and descending order working. The same applies to product price, allowing for ascending and descending sorting by price. This completes our implementation of CRUD operations, form validation, pagination with search, and sorting filters. In the next video, we will implement multi-authentication and manage product details with multi-authentication in Laravel 11. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my